And we're live.
Welcome.
Welcome to Merchants of Liberty. And that's a little too high. There we go. Just clipping a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Let me get there.
Sweet.
It's kind of hard to run the laptop and the.
Yeah. Yeah, we get
That's
it.
okay though.
Yeah, we'll get ourselves situated a little bit more. We're still early and going through the growing pains. We got some hot topics to start with today. Some tyranny coming out of New Mexico. Their governor decided they get to hold all the power over what is considered an emergency or not. Gotta find a place to put the chat
Oh
there.
no. What happened?
Stand by, please.
There we go.
There we go.
We'll leave it there.
So, in a string of gun violence, so to speak, a few children were shot and killed. We'll learn a little bit more here in a moment. But the governor of New Mexico has declared a state of an emergency and suspended the Second Amendment in response to it.
Yeah, that's definitely not good. And I don't understand how they could just completely disregard the Bill of Rights outright.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Let's see what else this article has to say here.
Everyone is worried about children being shot, but
Yeah, yeah. Nobody's ever going to downplay, at least not us. We're not going to downplay the loss of life, especially with it being children. But that doesn't negate the the rights that we have to self defense and of ourselves and family. There we go. That looks better.
yeah, it's a little better. You can
You could
actually read
probably
on the
move
screen.
the camera up to the other corner. I think. Excuse us.
Wee. All right. So yeah, New Mexico Governor Michelle Lejean Grisham.
Grisham? Yeah, I think so.
So she issued a emergency order on Thursday suspending the right to carry guns in public in the city of Albuquerque and surrounding county for the next 30 days, which everyone knows how the COVID shutdown happened. They said 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it became well. We're at this point might as well just call it 3 years. We're about to start doing that shit again.
Yeah, they they if the people allow the governor to outright take away their Bill of Rights, the First and Second Amendment, with emergency authority, that will never come back.
No, absolutely not. It's definitely gonna take a mass effort to both figuratively and physically say no.
Right. And I think the Supreme Court will stand up and kind of block it, but I don't. It shouldn't be put in the hands of 9 justices.
No, no, this should be really cut and dry, unconstitutional activity right here.
And those Bill of Rights were put in place for a reason.
Yeah, that the our founding fathers had definitely the foresight to be able to say that this kind of stuff is definitely in the cards at any given moment, and we're definitely watching
Right.
that happen. And
Yeah.
we have a few things on this. We have a video interview with the governor of New Mexico, and they're filing some impeachment,
Yep.
right?
Impeachment proceedings on the governor, which this was done. This emergency act was done because of 3 children that were, and which no children should be harmed by a firearm
No,
ever. But this emergency order was done because of 3 children that lost their lives in May. It was the motorcycle rally in Red River.
Oh, okay, I remember this.
Yep, that left three people dead in May, and after that, another May shooting in Farmington neighborhood that left four
Okay.
people dead. So there's a few people, but if if you're in an event where there's a shooter, I would rather have a good guy with a gun there.
Absolutely. I mean, what limiting what I can do with my, carrying my firearm, if I was a firearm carrier in this incident in New Mexico, where this is taking place, if I were, um, excuse me, I lost my train of
Well,
thought.
you would want to be the good person with that gun.
Yeah, but I mean,
Uh,
limiting what I can do, what is that?
it,
What good is that going to do?
it's not gonna fix anything.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is it's gonna actually cause more death and destruction because a bad guy with a gun does not care if there's an emergency order.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have his firearm no matter what.
Yeah, and doesn't even matter if they, really limit where you can get them at this point, especially with the border being right there and everything.
Right.
The bad guys are going to get them where they're going to get them.
A bad guy will always try and find a gun no matter what. No law is gonna prevent a bad guy from getting a firearm.
And so,
I've never heard of a bad of a criminal actually following the law.
yeah, what does a criminal do when they go into a so-called gun-free zone? They say, "Oh, I'm actually not allowed to be here. I'm sorry."
Yeah. Oh, my apologies.
Sorry about that.
I
Excuse
will
me.
I will kindly leave this premises.
Right.
It don't happen.
No.
A criminal will never follow a crime.
So
Or will never
let's see
follow the law.
this interview that she did here.
There are restrictions on free speech. There are restrictions on my freedoms. In this emergency,
Hold on. There we go. Doop 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 doo.
yeah.
All right.
But your point is valid.
You took an oath to the Constitution. Isn't it unconstitutional to say you cannot exercise your carrying license?
With one exception, and that is if there's an emergency, and I've declared an emergency for a temporary amount of time, I can invoke additional powers. No constitutional
Incorrect.
right, in my view, including my oath, is intended to be absolute. There are restrictions on free speech.
The Constitution
Restrictions on
and
my
Bill of Rights
freedoms.
is
In
absolute.
this emergency,
It's the law of
this
the land.
11-year-old and all these parents who have lost
Actually, that's
all
a
these
question
children,
on the
they
citizenship
deserve my
test, isn't it?
attention to
Excuse
Yeah.
me for
have
talking
the
over the
debate
No, you're good.
about
was gonna
whether or
pause it.
not in an emergency we can create a safer environment. Because what about their constitutional rights? I took an oath to uphold those too. And if we ignore this
sure.
growing problem with
There's your impeachment right there.
Yeah.
She took an oath to uphold the Constitution and Bill of Rights
And immediately turned around and broke it.
and immediately turned around and broke it. The Constitution is not a suggestion. The Bill of Rights is not a suggestion. It is the law of the land.
Right. And yeah, like I was saying, that I have a friend who is now an American citizen. He's a migrant, and he just got his citizenship, and he was telling me that's one of the questions on there is it literally states that the Bill of Rights is the law of the land. So that's
Yeah.
one of the first things that they learn when they are studying for that test.
It is the law of the land, and the whole thing with the pandemic that happened when they shut down the country. They shut down the country. They basically annihilated the Bill of Rights. Then that was a test for what's going on.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
This is
And
going
they're
to
just gonna-
happen more.
Yeah, absolutely more. This is going to happen with climate change. This is going to happen with
Yep.
you name it. COVID for sure. That's coming. We've definitely been hearing plenty of.
Yeah, they're trying to push another pandemic.
Yeah,
or the
well, of course,
a
and
new
it's an election
variant.
year. It's going to be a wild several months. I think 100%.
Yeah.
What else you got?
without being bold, I've said to every other New Mexican, your rights are subrogated to theirs.
No.
And they are not, in my view.
Wait a minute. You're talking about crimes. there are already laws against the crime, so how are their
I
rights
got it,
covered?
but again,
See?
if I'm unsafe,
She doesn't even know what to say.
who's standing up for that right? If this climate is so out of control, somebody should do something. I'm doing as much as I know to do.
Madam Governor,
Yep.
do you really think that criminals are going to hear this message and not carry a gun in Albuquerque on the streets
Right here.
for 30 days?
No. But here's what I do think.
We don't
It's a pretty
care.
resounding message.
No. Fuck you, no.
No, we don't care. It's the Bill of Rights and the Constitution of the law of the land. You can't just say, "Oh, under emergency, we have to."
Yeah, when you get to declare what the emergency is
Yeah.
and the solution, no, I don't trust you.
No, and you know this, like, from where we are, where we live, this is coming to our state.
That's coming to all states.
Yeah. I mean, with our state, with who's in charge of our state, Whitmer would use this any day.
Mm-hmm. All state. This is coming to all states. I don't think it matters if you vote red, you vote blue. It's happening. It's gonna happen. And then we have the other one for the. Oh, there's some comments.
Yeah. Was that you, Caleb? Oh, nice. I'm just gonna leave that right
Excuse us. We're trying to learn how to use this software here.
there. There we go. I commented back on it too.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I couldn't agree more. They've
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
colluded with each other. They're all in cahoots with each other.
Yeah. Both parties. They are all sucking each other off.
They're doing.
It's no joke. They're doing.
No, it's not no joke, but they really are.
Yeah.
They're
Doesn't matter who you vote for. They're all playing for the same team.
They're playing hanky panky in the House of Congress and in the White House. Well, Biden ain't playing hanky panky. He don't even know where the hell he is.
No. Let's see the next article we have about her. They want to impeach her.
Yeah, so the next article is the impeachment that they want to impeach her. Why won't this? There we go.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to like kind of snap to the side there?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay though.
That's okay.
Let me. Oh, that is the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, so they're it's looking like they're gonna try and impeach her. Which
Excuse me.
I don't know. I don't know which way the Congress, the state Congress, and the state House and stuff runs in New Mexico.
No, me neither.
So I don't know if it leans one way or another, but
From what I gather, they're pretty blue.
yeah, I think they are. So I think it might not go anywhere, but I'm not sure. So yeah, they're gonna try and impeach her, put an impeachment proceedings through, and of course she's defending her position.
Yeah, of course. Standing in a corner. Backed into the corner.
See, and using the Emergency Powers Act, she's claiming that it doesn't violate the constitutional rights and the Bill of Rights for law-abiding citizens. Using an Emergency Power Act, you could say, okay, well, we want to stop home invasions, so we're going to use an Emergency Powers Act to just station a police officer in everybody's home.
Oh, that's actually in the Constitution. They can do
No
that with
search.
the military.
They can under martial law.
Yeah.
Martial law basically takes away, if they initiate martial law, it takes away a lot of rights.
That's not very far from what this is, though.
No. But a governor shouldn't be allowed to do this.
No, they shouldn't. There should never be a situation where the only people with guns are able to carry guns, because they're not saying that you can't have them. They're just, you can't carry them.
I agree with that comment. Yeah.
Yeah, vote from the tree line. Okay, I guess we can fast
Yeah,
forward
there's
to the next one. Yeah, we'll keep our finger on the pulse of that one. That's gonna that's gonna be pretty interesting to
yeah, it's
see.
gonna be big. Just I mean, recently, as far as this is going, as far as the Supreme Court is actually standing up with a lot of the Second Amendment stuff.
Yeah, they did the same with it was Illinois. They had an assault weapons ban, and a lot of the police in that area were saying that we're not gonna
Yeah,
enforce that.
yeah, they're like,
I believe I did see something about this New Mexico thing. Is some of the state police are saying they're not going to enforce it.
I don't think they will. And
They shouldn't.
the one thing that people don't understand is a county sheriff actually has more power than the governor. A county sheriff can walk up and completely remove this governor out of office.
I wouldn't hate to see that happen.
I wouldn't.
I personally, I think they're all in. They're all part of the same scheme too.
Yeah,
You know,
you have some oath
one in
keepers.
some way they protecting them, of course,
Yeah,
physically and with their corruption and everything, are all in collusion.
right. And this right here is where, like, when you talk about taking an oath, I know you understand what that means.
Yeah.
Taking an oath to the Constitution. When you take an oath to that Constitution, this is a clear violation of that Constitution, where this is an actual enemy of the Constitution because they're removing those rights.
Yeah, I like to call this kind of stuff red coat activity.
Yeah, this is
This is
100% red coat
yeah,
activity.
red coats will red coat.
Red coats will red coat. And what do we have next?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
more tyranny.
More
Yeah,
going right along with
Liberty Safe was they admitted to giving away full access codes to the FBI over a January 6th protester. I haven't been able to find it since, but the guy made a video talking about the situation. He came home from jail, I think it was, because he was being held in jail, and he came home and his safe was open.
well, and the messed up thing with this is this actually came from. So the FBI approached Liberty Safe, the company,
Yeah, and they gave them the codes.
Gave them the access codes to those safes. That's a company that's, I mean, it's in their name. They're supposed to be based off of liberty and freedom, and they're supposed to protect the Second Amendment of. I mean, it's a company.
Yeah, and you're
but-
supposed to be able to rely on that piece of equipment to keep your items safe.
Right.
And
But-
you don't. Not everybody puts just guns in their safe. I mean, you can put documents and all kinds of shit
Right.
in your safe. It's supposed to keep your stuff safe. And the company has access codes to each and every safe that
Right.
they, if they feel like it, they could just say, "Here you go." That doesn't make me feel good. I don't know about you.
Well, and in my opinion, a company like this, where they're supposed to be an American company, supposed to stand behind Americans, right? As a company, I wouldn't be heartbroken if these guys went down the same road as somebody like Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah,
Just
I've seen a bunch of memes, coming out of this, and that both relate to the Bud Light thing. These kind of companies deserve every bit of backlash, every bit of
every bit of
boycott. This shouldn't be supported.
no. No,
And honestly, even if these people, as he's a January 6th protester, in my opinion, these people just went to a tour of the building. But even if he was a worse off person than that, like a serial killer or something, I still wouldn't support Liberty Safe just saying, "Here's the codes to get in this guy's private stuff."
right, and they claim it's a warrant, but the FBI used a warrant to go to a company to get the codes for the individual that had the safe.
Mm-hmm.
The warrant that the company shouldn't have to abide by that warrant. Not in my opinion.
Not in my opinion either.
That warrant should go straight to that person and say the FBI should have been like, "Hey, you need to open your safe. We have a warrant for anything that's in that safe."
Yeah.
Warrants.
Isn't that what they did with Trump? They had him get some stuff out of his safe.
Yeah, they
The same
used.
thing.
Yep, they used a warrant to get that stuff.
Yeah. But going there to the company and saying, "Hey, we need the codes to this guy's safe,"
Right.
and they were like, "Here you go."
But that's even then if you even trust the FBI.
No, I don't. I'm not.
You can't anymore.
You can't.
How can you trust somebody that an agency that has lied about so much different stuff?
It's unconstitutional for them to even exist.
It is unconstitutional. They were installed unconstitutionally.
What else does this one say here?
Yeah. Balvenie. I like it.
Yeah, definitely.
January. We'll have to look that guy up.
Yeah.
Edward got 3 years, and he wasn't even there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the guy I heard of. There was somebody that got sentenced to like 30 years or something like that, and he wasn't there either.
Yeah,
I don't know. That could be the same guy, and I got the number wrong.
I know it's actually. I believe it's actually there was quite a few people that weren't there that were picked up and arrested.
Yeah,
even though they weren't there.
I've heard, plenty. I've heard of a good handful of those.
Just people posting about it and stuff.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
crazy what's happening, and the weaponization of the Justice Department, and it's sickening.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Yeah, it is, and that
Absolute
also goes
insanity.
into the next thing we have actually.
Absolutely insanity.
Laura Loomer on Twitter, she's done a whole investigation into those neo-Nazis that showed up in Florida a couple of days ago or last week.
In Pensacola,
Mm-hmm. It was outside of Disney, wasn't it?
I believe so.
So she discovered that these people, they've all been to Ukraine and served with the Nazi brigade, Ukrainian Nazi brigade.
Yeah, I know
These people are
there's-
feds.
They are feds. In my opinion, they're feds. I mean,
I think
There's
it's safe to say that any of these organizations or groups that pop up in protests around the place that put their I forget what are these Blood Tribe, that's what they call
Yep.
themselves. So
Blood tribe.
you got what was the one that showed up in New York a few months ago? Patriot Front, feds. Blood Tribe, feds. The January 6th Proud Boys, feds.
Yeah,
They're all feds. All these little groups that pop up into these protests all over the place are all feds.
yeah. All
Prove
of them
me
feds.
wrong.
Right. There's been so many feds in it. Yeah, all the Nazi groups, the everything.
Do we have that picture of the January 6th feds compared to these Nazis?
Oh,
If not, I
didn't-
can find it.
Yeah, I didn't send it to to the email.
Okay. Yeah, we can go through this. I'll pull it up.
All right. Yeah, so there's that Kent-
Does she have a picture here?
Kent McClellan. He goes by
Boneface, yeah.
He was over in Ukraine fighting with the Ukrainian soldiers, which
From what I gathered, he's been there a few times.
yeah, which the media in general tries to discredit that there's actual Nazis in Ukraine that are fighting against the Russians. Look, I don't like the Russians either.
Yeah.
Don't want anything to do with the Russians.
I simply don't care one way or the other.
Right.
Ukraine, Russia, I don't
No.
care.
I don't care about either of those countries. I
Yeah.
care about the
I don't want to pay for it. I care about the people.
The
Yeah,
people that-
the people are being subject to a war. That's
Right.
not any good.
But when the news media tries to say that that is not true, that they try and say that there are no Nazis in Ukraine. You look at the Azov Battalion, that's one of Ukraine's biggest military regiments, basically. And they fly the swastika flag openly.
Mm-hmm. And your money's paying for it. Your money's paying for these people. This guy has a criminal record too, by the way.
Yeah.
He failed to show up to court a few days
Right
ago.
here. I didn't even read through this whole thing when I was talking to you the other day. And that's exactly what I said.
Oh yeah, I
He's
remember.
He is a clown in America.
Yeah.
He works for an intelligence agency.
This whole group does. Is there photos linked with this?
That's what I'm looking for.
I know she posted a few. We could probably even just go on to her profile and she's got some there.
Is that Adam Kokesh's channel? Yeah, Ron Paul and Adam Kokesh. With the January 6th stuff.
Okay.
I used to follow Adam Kokesh a lot. He's a anarchist.
Oh,
He's
I've probably seen him. I can't put a picture to the face.
Quite a few years ago, he got arrested for carrying a firearm in D.C. He actually got picked up.
Oh wow. There was a guy in Florida that was standing in his front yard with a rifle. He lives across the street from the school.
Oh yeah.
They revoked his rights for it. We could probably talk about that too at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, these are 100% war crimes.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, she does have there he is right here.
Yep. Yeah, this.
Look, he was even awarded an Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal.
Yep.
By us.
By the Ukraine.
By the United States Armed Forces.
Oh, that was by us?
Yeah, I think he was awarded it by us.
I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it better.
Wish we could make that thing go away on the bottom there.
Yeah.
We don't actually have a Twitter at the moment. We're just on YouTube at the moment, so we're still, like I said, we're in the beginnings of this journey and going through the learning pains and setting everything up. And
Oh, Adam Kokesh actually let them take his phone. That's interesting.
I don't know if I've heard of any of this.
Yeah, I think so. I stopped following Adam Kokesh when he actually got arrested after he went into DC, and he got arrested for that. And I was following him for a little bit when he was sitting in prison for a little while. But we all know what happens. Like, he was released relatively quickly.
Okay.
And it's just like, yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd
if you
be great.
Could share the
yeah,
channel. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, anybody who's watching, feel free, like, share, subscribe, do all those things. I don't like to. I know that YouTube wants you to do, hit the bell and all that. I don't like doing that bullshit.
No. I mean, it does help get the voice.
It does.
Out,
I prefer the organic route. Just let what happens.
Yeah, whatever happens.
I don't like shilling and all that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome though.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd appreciate all sharing and liking and all that stuff. So feel free.
Yeah, we're just two normal Americans just decided to start a podcast and just talk. It's better than sitting at home, sitting there
sulking about all the negative things that are happening. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with
No.
Touching on those things.
No.
But
it's just hard to sitting at home and like just thinking to yourself constantly.
Yeah.
Like, this stuff is just so
stuff that needs to be talked about that are either afraid to or being suppressed, censored and all that. Censorship is, I fucking hate censorship.
Yeah. Yeah, censorship is out of control.
That's that's the direction we're headed. We're with these emergency orders and all that. All that is definitely gonna
That's
they're gonna
awesome.
suppress all your stuff.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
It means a lot.
We'll have to toss a follow for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you on all platforms? We're gonna start making accounts.
What's up, Austin? Thanks for watching, Austin. That's sweet. Hopefully we sound all right. All right. Yeah, so this guy, like, he actually took a selfie with a
Oh yeah, with the body behind him. It was pretty wild.
yeah. Jeez.
Were we able to zoom in on that medal and see where he was awarded that from?
I could try. I could try and zoom in more.
Oh wow.
Oh, it really zoomed in.
Yeah, but not really at the same time.
Not enough. Let's try here. No?
The everything's in the link in the description.
Yeah, it's all.
You can
it's
pull
all in
them
the
up.
description.
We'll have to figure out how to do that. That's kind of a. What do we got next?
That's why we need Caleb.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the next thing is I'm pretty sure we're on the verge of probably World War III.
I think it's on the horizon. I don't know if we'll see it this year, next year. I think it's definitely on the horizon.
I mean, so this is
Russia and North Korea are making friends with each other.
Yeah. So this is a video of this gentleman talking about it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's no sound. One moment.
Oh, there you go. There's the button.
People's talking about it. Putin wants North Korea to supply Russia with artillery shells and anti-tank missiles. And in exchange, Kim wants Russia to give North Korea advanced technology for satellites and nuclear-powered submarines. This could be dangerous, guys.
Yeah, it could be really
yeah,
dangerous.
that could easily get really dangerous.
So Russia wants artillery, and North Korea wants nuclear subs and some other stuff.
So we're making some trades.
So they're making deals with each other.
Well, and that kind of leads into our next one. We were shooting off ICBMs the other day. What was that, Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah. Yeah, Wednesday. Or
What day?
So-
what day did this take place? Do we have an article? I don't think we have an
this
article.
this
about
was
it.
3 days ago. This
Okay.
was.
The video was posted.
Yeah, so this was when the video was posted. It was 3 days ago, which you could probably say 4,
Yeah.
I would imagine. But news moves
This is
so
from
fast
September
now.
6th.
So 4
So
days.
we're shooting off ICBMs as a test. Or is it a show of force?
No, it's 100% a show of force.
Yeah.
So they claim as a test, but because it was unarmed. But the only reason the United States launched it was because the signing of their deal, North Korea's and Russians' deal.
Yeah.
So it was a show of force.
I mean, the timing's there for it.
But we probably should not be poking any other country like this.
No.
I mean, I get it. I believe in the United States military capabilities over any other country. There's no other country that can go up against the force of the United States. Not in my
No.
opinion. But
Well, I don't know. Recent years with
It-
the way
yeah,
how soft
they've
they've
become, yeah.
become and the direction they had, that it's questionable.
They've definitely hurt our military a lot as far as their anything that they've pushed within the military.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I still like when you think of we have more aircraft carriers than every single country combined.
I know we could be in any part of the globe within a matter of a few hours.
Yeah. But even though the United States military is as big as it is, as strong as it is, we probably shouldn't be launching ICBMs as a test. Not
No.
to try and piss off another country.
Right. Especially one that is armed with the same technology, essentially.
Yeah, it's not
It's reckless. Especially after having a balloon fly over the United States for 7 days. It likely flew over these locations where we would have these ICBMs, and
yeah. Yeah,
I don't see where this was a beneficial move.
make stupid people famous said BRICS has hypersonic missiles.
Yes. Yeah, they do.
And they got laser weapons. We have something for laser weapons or direct energy weapons coming up
Yep.
here in a little bit. But yeah, that's exactly what's happening is those laser weapons are being used on their own population.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe more people have access to the laser weapons or direct energy weapons than people are aware of. Because who knows? Maybe it's just being covered up. Maybe these direct energy weapons are actually from China that have happened to Maui, to California, to
Chile
Chile.
had one.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
other countries that have that same technology and people are not aware of it.
Where was that one I think we had?
Dubai.
Yes, Dubai. There was that one was pretty wild. Is that what we have next?
Uh we have that.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll
Which
we'll get to the direct energy weapons. We have a little bit of a change of topic here. It's kind of lighten the mood a little bit, I guess. It's kind of a funny story.
yeah, just lighten the mood a little bit.
Not that the mood was really bad to begin with.
Nah.
We're just kind of, bouncing ideas around. This guy in Florida, he wants to sail this contraption he made. It's basically a hamster wheel. He wants to sail this thing. We're actually blind watching this video, but my brother's here with us. He told us about this, and we had to pull it up. So we're going to be learning about this one together. But from what I understand, he wants to sail this thing
To Bermuda.
across to Bermuda, and the government says no, you can't do that.
Oh, we're clipping a little bit.
Go figure. The government wants to shut him down.
Yeah. It's funny. I mean,
Let the man do his thing, man.
just let him do it.
He's got a dream. Let him fulfill it. And if he doesn't make it, well, maybe make a better boat.
I mean, back in the day, they let a woman fly around in an airplane across the globe
Yeah, but
with
didn't
Amelia Earhart. She ended up dying
She did
on an island.
Didn't she? She got a lot of hatred for it.
She did get a lot of hatred for it.
Kind of like this guy.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. We'll see what.
That's
we'll see
probably
what
why he
happens.
keeps trying it. Like, look.
Yeah, he's tried it several times. Apparently, he's been arrested and.
Yeah, I think this is a news story.
Go figure. It's a Florida man.
A Florida man.
Yeah, let's see what this is all about.
Those shorts with the shit kicking boots on it. Just in
Yeah, his
man. That's
drip,
awesome.
as the kids say, is something here.
His drip. He's
His
got
drip.
that farmer's tan.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah. I love it. Yeah, let's play it.
A man from Florida got in trouble for trying to sail across the Atlantic Ocean in a big hamster ball. His name is Reza Ray Baluchi, an Iranian athlete living in the United States who was arrested on September 1st after being spotted by the U.S. Coast Guard while on his way to London. Officers
London.
determined Baluchi did not have registration to run the human-sized hamster ball and that his
Oh, that
strange
thing's
voyage was
awesome.
extremely dangerous. When the Coast Guards approached him, he refused to leave his boat. He even said he had a 12-inch knife and is going to hurt himself or detonate a bomb if the guards tried to make him get out of the ball.
Oh, see, so he's just ready to die anyways. He doesn't really care. He's just like, oh, no, just let me do it. If I
Right.
die, I die.
Yeah, let him do his thing.
I think at that point, just, all right, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
First night in Atlantic Ocean. Yoo-hoo! 160 miles outside in Atlantic Ocean. Looking how nice it's out. Oh, look at water. I have a lot of food. I cannot run. I like. You come and say hi to me. Oh, baby. Look in here. I am not alone. Very
Wow.
nice.
Baluchi now faces charges of obstructing boarding and violating a captain.
That actually
of the
looks like
port.
fun.
The Florida
Kinda.
man is currently under arrest and banned from entering the sea again.
Wow.
It was not the first time Baluchi tried going on such journey across the seas. He's done several similar challenges before, like the time he tried crossing a sea inside of a ball. All of his previous attempts were unsuccessful as well.
Dang.
Dang, yeah. I mean, it actually looks fun.
It
I'll
it
just take
does
it out
kind of look
fishing.
fun. I mean, I wouldn't cross the ocean with it, but I'd take it out there and kind of mess around for a little while.
Right?
I say let him try it. Leave him
Okay.
alone. Let him try it.
He's not hurting anybody.
No.
The only thing, if something happens, the only thing that's going to get hurt is himself.
Yeah. Well, there's one here, the Bermuda one. Is that the same guy from 3 years ago? Florida man runs to Bermuda in giant bubble. Looks like him. Same guy?
Same guy, Mr. Bean, running in a hamster wheel.
Yeah. So this time he wants to go to London.
Well, this time he wants to. Dude, that's a long.
That's a long
run.
way. I don't think he'd make it, but I say let him try.
I don't think he would either. I hope the world's not actually flat.
Right.
Running on a hamster wheel.
I know, just
Goes
running
off
it-
the side. Of the-
I have to step out. I'll be right back.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, running on a hamster. You want to step in? Oh no, maybe not. He tried to go to New York. Wait, where's he? He's in Florida, so he tried to like go along the coastline. I mean, why not just use the hamster wheel on dry land if that's the case? Just jump on the highway. Just have his hamster wheel on the highway and just be like, wee. Got this. Don't fall.
That was dangerous.
Yeah, it is. It is really sad though. People should be allowed to do whatever they want.
Yeah. Leave the man alone. Let him try his journey across the ocean.
I mean, I agree with that comment. I agree.
It's flat.
Yeah, it's.
I
It's
have an
so-
open mind, but
I have an open mind too.
I am not convinced.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced really either way because I have no way of proving it.
Right.
We should try it. We should get a balloon.
Dude, I'll go up in a balloon.
Well, not go up in
Oh.
it. I mean, unless you want to, we can
Uh,
send you up in a balloon.
I'll
You
do
can
it.
do the
Yeah, I'll do the
Red
Halo-
Bull guy.
Yeah, the Red Bull guy, Halo dive.
I'm not even gonna try and say his name.
I'll just go up, based darn near an orbit in a weather balloon,
And jump.
and just jump. Have a
That
space.
guy's crazy.
Just go. That'd be fun.
I don't know if I'd
I
say
probably
fun.
wouldn't I do want to go skydiving.
I
now.
mean, I would go skydiving, but not from
Yeah.
the atmosphere. You know, the stratosphere
This-
or wherever he went.
Yeah.
No,
all the way
thank
up to
you,
the
man.
stratosphere, man.
What's the next one we got? Oh,
Next level.
What is that? Is that like an emoji?
I actually can't tell. It looks like an
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Or is that is it a Viking? Viking level? I don't know.
I can't tell.
It looks like an axe.
Kinda. It also kind of looks like an inverted umbrella. It's just too small on our screen. I can't tell
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, I mean, with the flat Earth stuff, there's so much like the maps. They're so interesting.
Yeah,
Everything with it
outside
is
of the
so
ice
interesting.
wall, and I've seen some pretty compelling stuff. I need proof. I need physical
know.
proof of either way. Honestly, I don't care. It's not going to change my life any if it's flat or,
No, not
or
at all.
globular, or whatever the word is for it.
Right.
Oh, this is the direct energy weapon from Dubai. That's what we got next. I guess we could have swapped those from earlier, but it's all right.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so the direct energy weapon from Dubai.
Allegedly, we don't really know
I mean-
exactly. This video could be taken from anywhere.
Right.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. Like a cross. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, I need sound.
Oh yep. And the side, you want to zoom out a touch, maybe. Yeah, that'll be better. This is a pretty wild video here.
Film proof of the Great Flood underground. Yeah, I mean, I believe in the Great Flood. And I mean, there's a lot of proof of that. Yeah.
There's a lot of stories of the Great Flood from all over the world,
Yeah.
and they all coincide.
Everything
Like,
goes in. I mean,
It's hard to argue against it.
right. Alright, let's play this. No? It might have to restart. Yeah.
Oh, yep, you're right. What? Cut the power and everything for a second.
Yeah.
What was that sound, too? That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's weird.
That whole thing's crazy. I can't explain that. Definitely not lightning. That's not lightning.
No.
Do that again.
You hear the car alarms?
Yeah.
I-
It went black for a second, too.
It says this is in Dubai.
What? I'm gonna see
Jeez.
if I can find something else on there. If there's anything else out there.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see
Can't
if this is Dubai, if somebody could find this actual location in Google Maps
Yeah.
to see if and when this actually happened.
Yeah. Right.
To see if there's any storm clouds or anything along those lines in that area. Which
Who knows?
it doesn't look like
Hit play
lightning.
again. See, you can't really see the sky to see what's going on. I mean, there's thunder like there was lightning, but I feel like even if there was that much energy in one location, there'd be thunder anyway.
Well, this shows. Oh, and what,
Oh, is that it? Like a UFO? Oh, what's with the lights? I didn't even notice that before.
I forgot about that too. There are lights before that.
I didn't even notice that the first time I seen it.
So if you look up here, at the top of this video, there are lights there.
Oh yeah.
Right here.
And it kind of is in a radius like it's a saucer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be bullshit, but that's a weird video.
Could it?
I'm
It
gonna
could
see.
look. It could be bullshit, or in my opinion, there are real aliens, and there are also crafts that the United States and other countries actually have that are piloted by humans that are flying around.
Mm.
So there's a mixture of, and there's actually I've seen an interview on the Sean Ryan report or the Sean Ryan show where he had a gentleman on that was talking about how the United States had some of these crafts, and there are real aliens, but they can't. Normal people on the ground can't differentiate what kind of crafts they're seeing.
Okay.
Either they're governmental confidential crafts or they're alien crafts.
Mm. This is pretty wild.
But those lights are interesting.
See, I was thinking it was a direct energy weapon the first time I saw it. I didn't even notice those lights.
You didn't notice those lights?
No.
Yeah, I know. I should have said something when you sent it to me. Yeah, fallen angels, the Nephilim.
I'm not
Yeah.
super knowledgeable. I wasn't raised Christian, or I'm not Christian, but
Yeah.
like I said, I'm open-minded. Well, there's a lot of things I've been seeing around that do correspond to what knowledge I do have of Christianity and the Bible, and it's I
It's
definitely
wild.
it's definitely pulling me in that direction.
Yeah. Yeah, someday we'll do a show or a segment on like the Nephilim, especially like the giant that was in
The Kandahar giant.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was in Afghanistan. Yeah, because the Nephilim are just fallen angels that basically had their relations with the humans over here, and they created children that ended up being giants, which were the Nephilim.
Mm. Okay.
Which in like if you go to the Sumerians, like the Sumerian tablets, they talk about the Raphaim, which are like the fathers of the Nephilim, which the fallen angels were apparently giants as well, basically, in the Sumerian tablets.
Okay.
But they're more of, they wouldn't call them fallen angels, they're more part of the Anunnaki, which is interesting.
Those are names I've heard before, but I don't really know much about it.
Oh yeah, this.
Oh yeah, we have weather modification coming up here, and Burning Man, the flood that they experienced last weekend.
I've always thought it'd be fun to go to Burning Man. I don't know if I'd want to be out in the desert
Yeah, same. And it's like
with that many people.
capitalism, or not capitalism.
It
Well, I
is.
mean, of course it is. They people pay money to go there, so it's really capitalism. But everybody there are communists. That's what I meant to say. Communism.
Looks like it would be a lot of fun though. Anunnaki.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how much with the Anunnaki and the Sumerian tablets, all of that, a lot of those stories go right along with the Bible too.
I've heard that before. I'm gonna have to do some more studying. I feel very illiterate in that aspect.
That's all right. We have more
That's
shows.
okay. I'm here to learn.
All right. So this with the Burning Man, and this is
Yeah. Drugs and burning. Definitely lots of drugs.
definitely lots of drugs. Oh, 100%. But this is going more towards the weather manipulation.
Modification.
And I mean, a lot of that stuff is coming out. Like they're openly admitting that
They
can
are. Yeah. Actually,
manipulate the weather.
isn't HARP located just like south of where Burning Man is held?
The HARP location is actually in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they have like a cloud seeding machine or whatever. It's like it's outside of Vegas, I think.
They probably, I mean,
They're all over the place from what I understand.
Yeah, they're all over the place. They also have water, like their ships, they can move, so they're actually on the water, and they can go up and down the coast. They have a bunch of like these antennas on them that are for weather manipulation.
Yeah.
It's like a movable harp, basically.
Yeah, I've heard of these things before too.
Yeah, which is interesting because what HARP does is it shoots a radio frequency up into the ionosphere, heats up the ionosphere, and it creates a weather system in that area, wherever they're targeting it.
It's wild.
And then this is just basically a radar of Burning Man.
Band of storms perfectly targets the event. Elevation also being a key element in ion convection generation.
And those storms just hung right around that area. And you were saying they did the same thing at Woodstock.
Yeah, the same thing happened at Woodstock. They got flooded out too, but most of them stuck around.
Right.
I don't think many people actually like.
And there's lots
left.
of drugs there too.
There's lots of drugs at Woodstock, and that's another reason they wanted it shut down, was because you got all these hippies out here doing drugs and stuff. Who cares? Let them do their thing.
Yeah.
They're out there having fun. They're listening to music. They're doing their thing. Not everybody has to agree with what they're doing.
But it is pretty crazy with Burning Man, because like it's in the middle of the desert. It got flooded, and they completely abandoned their vehicles.
Yep.
And you have these. I was showing you earlier those little creatures that are coming out of the ground. The
The little
three-eyed dinosaur shrimp is what they're called.
Yeah, they look like horseshoe crab, like tiny little horseshoe crab. Weird.
That's interesting. Could you see? And I don't know how many there are, but could you imagine if those are everywhere, and there's just little things coming out of the
like
ground?
it makes me think of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
When Jack Sparrow goes to purgatory or whatever, and he's like on this beach, and all the rocks start like crawling across the ground. They're all crabs. And it like picks up his ship and moves everything. That's kind of what it makes me think of.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, play this again. That's pretty interesting. The weather patterns are pointed directly at Burning Man.
Yeah, and they hung around.
Band of storms
They just stayed there.
targets the event. Elevation also being a key element in ion convection
You have a
generation.
vortex basically coming off that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of rotating off that.
And there's a mountain range right there.
Yeah.
That helps a lot of that stuff kind of stick into a pocket.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I could imagine that coming over the mountain, and then it's maybe a valley right there.
Yeah.
Where that desert is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just pushing it
down. Yeah. Well, and Joe Biden the other day said that their response is that they need to increase the intensity and frequency of here it is right here. Actually, it's our next thing. You'll hear it straight from the horse's mouth on this one.
Yeah, this was weird. This was really weird.
It's super weird, and he's reading it from a paper. He's not just like
Appreciation today.
doing what he does.
I also convened my entire cabinet as part of a whole of government response. And that response is to increase the number and intensity of the extreme weather events and be wary we're going to use all the resources available to the government to do it.
Right there. Use all the resources of the government to do it.
Right.
By any means necessary.
To make these weather events more extreme.
And then later declare a state of emergency, like we talked about earlier in the show. It's an emergency, climate change, everybody, lockdown, emergency, lockdown.
No more First Amendment.
No more First or Second Amendment or any amendment. No more freedom.
Yeah, and they're going to use that power because they've used it before.
Yep. And
Just
we got
like with
more
the
COVID coming.
The COVID lockdowns.
Yep. Mail-in ballots are coming.
Yep. Yeah, mail-in ballots again. Well, I think here now in Michigan they put the drop boxes in.
Yeah.
Because that passed.
Yeah, let's see what else this guy. I think he just mentions that Biden.
Go back and listen to that again. Did you hear what dude just said? So somebody just tagged me in this post. Thank you for that. Yeah, he's reading that. Like, that's not just dumb. He's actually reading
That's
that.
not just dumb. Yeah.
That's just not but that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Can we get that start that over again?
I want to
There we
reiterate
go.
that appreciation today. I also convened my entire cabinet as part of a whole of government response. And that response is to increase the number and intensity of the extreme weather events and be wary we're going to use all the resources available to the government to do it.
Redcoats are gonna redcoat, like I said.
Excuse me, what?
The really
Go back and listen to that
the
again.
really weird thing is he was reading that.
Yeah, he
Why would they write
directly
that down?
from whoever wrote that? He's got a script.
They're like,
Yeah,
hey,
he's
let's
reading
just
from it.
yeah, we really need this guy out, so let's just write something that he probably shouldn't say that's gonna
Yeah, and then the other day Kamala Harris was talking about how at any point she could become become president. She basically declared that she's ready for it,
right.
almost like she knows.
Yeah,
I don't believe in coincidences.
I don't either, and I think that they really, really want Biden out at all costs. I think because most of them can kind of read the writing on the wall,
Yeah,
where they're like, "Hey, it's over for you. We need
yeah.
to."
I think actually the lid is about to blow off on his
Yeah.
little family crime scheme he's got going on, and I think he knows it.
Yeah, I think they all know it.
I think they all know it, including Kamala Harris, and that's why she said, "Oh, I'm ready." So we got some more stuff on Maui. We talked about Maui last week. There's definitely a lot more coming out about that. There was some. I think local government was saying that they ceased all air traffic during the fire, and there was nobody supposed to be in the air, and this, that, and the other. There's some videos circulating I've seen on Instagram. We got one here of a helicopter flying around the area. And it appears to be a cargo helicopter, not just, like a news or police or even a medevac sort of deal. It's like a cargo, like what could carry a shipping container.
Right.
I know they do use those for fighting fires and stuff.
Fighting
They have
fires, yeah.
those tanks they can dip into people's pools and stuff and take water. Well,
And
they have the
that's-
ocean right there too, of course.
Yeah, and that's one thing that's it's hard to figure out what this helicopter is because there
Right.
wasn't supposed to be anybody flying. But at the same time, it could either be a firefighter helicopter or the cargo helicopter, and it's the same platform for
They're pretty
both.
much the same bird, but that from the ones I've seen in California, those are the ones you usually see. They're like red and white.
Right.
This one, we'll see. It's a little bit
Were
blurry.
able to fly during the fires. Then this video surfaced.
Looks like a helicopter flying during the fire.
Oh, that's loud.
Not only does it look like a helicopter, though, it looks like a fucking cargo helicopter.
Where are all the missing
It actually
children?
looks more like one of those Russian military helicopters.
It does, doesn't it? I just
I
noticed
can't
that.
think of the model of those.
It's I can't think of the model of it either. But I know exactly what you're talking about because they have it in oh, I can't remember the movie.
I'm trying to find, this thing. Not that one. That's a gunship. But like this.
Yeah, the
MI-17
MI-17.
or is it Milmi? I'm sorry, I'm bad with my.
I don't know. But yeah, so it's either
It looks just like that one that was just on the screen there.
yeah, that's interesting.
We haven't forgot about the 2,000 unaccounted for. We should have
Yeah,
the
with the
names
children.
and pictures of the missing families all over the media, It's been over 3 weeks and nothing.
Finding whole families in cars that are just charcoaled and fried. My best friend Michelle, her brother's family, just in the car. They find the car and they find mom and dad in the front seat and the 3 kids in the back. School was out that day that the fire raged through Lahaina, so parents were at work and all the kids were at home. So there's massive amounts of children who perished.
God, that's hard to listen to.
It is. It's horrible.
Well, the one thing is, like, with the Maui fires, the way they blocked those roads, they created a fatal
Funneled
funnel.
everybody down into Main Street, or I think it was I can't think of the name of the street, State Street or something like that. They funneled everybody down there, barricaded them.
Barricade them all.
Essentially,
in one area.
the people who survived are the ones who disobeyed.
Yeah. Yeah, if you disobeyed, you survived. Get the hell out of there
And now they're building walls around the city and restricting people from going back to their property to collect their items or even take pictures. They can't go back and take pictures for insurance claims, and it's wild. And they're blocking these fences I've seen that they're building have a cover on them, so you can't see in and all. They're doing something down there.
Yeah.
And then over 2,000 children missing. School systems aren't even reporting that these kids are showing up to class. So I mean, there's your proof.
Right.
The school systems are saying, "Hey, these students haven't returned to class." Over 2,000 of them.
Yeah, I feel like they would have found
Of that many people, you'd think you'd find at least some sort of remains.
right. And then, like we discussed last time, like half of the school buses were completely gone.
Yeah. You know, the sad part about this is they proved, unfortunately, that just talking about it in the way that we are, these are just opinions.
Yeah, they are just.
We did have our disclaimer at the beginning, but they sued Alex Jones for almost $1 billion for saying that Sandy Hook, there was something fishy about Sandy Hook.
No, well, he actually called it an outright fake, that it didn't happen.
Right, but I mean, we're not saying
It definitely happened because people died and people lost their life.
And it's
which is why they won the
any
lawsuit.
loss of life is horrible.
With this, I don't know what happened with those 2,000 children.
You can't say for sure what.
Do I have
what's
opinions of where they went?
Absolutely.
I absolutely do.
These are opinions at the end of the day. I some of the videos I've been seeing, there's these we talked about it last time. There's underground tunnels and elevators that take you down there, and you have these cargo helicopters. We talked about the school buses last time. There's a bunch of missing school buses and stuff, and
right, and which with this underground stuff it's out in the open now. What, like with the deep military bases, they're called DUMBs, but they're deep underground military bases. They're spread out all over the United States, where they actually have tunnels that go to each other. They're all throughout the Ozarks. There's a tunnel that goes from the Ozarks all the way over towards New York area or something like that, where it just goes across the entire country.
Yeah, and supposedly they could have like supersonic travel and stuff in them, and that some people say, especially in like Ohio, I guess there's been a ton of reports of like unexplained booms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Easily could be a sonic boom underground, like a supersonic train or something.
After I forgot what this was. Oh. After our next video, I'll pull up the maglev train that goes underground. It travels at like, I think they claim it travels at around like 17,000 miles an hour.
What?
Yeah, maglev train that's underground in a pressurized tube.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So we have these tunnels in Maui that we saw the elevator last week, And this one is some sort of it appears to be like a cave with
Right. And
scaffolding and pipes. And
possible.
so
It
it could be.
a
This
cave.
could be literally anywhere. But they're claiming this is underneath Maui, like 300 feet. I think 290 was the last thing I saw.
Right. Or like this comment says, it says lava tubes. That's possible.
Yeah, yeah, that's possible.
They do have some of those tunnels under Maui that actually have construction where they actually look where they're man-made structures.
Yeah, that was like the last one
Yeah.
we had. It was there was like a whole concrete tunnel
Yeah,
at the bottom of
man-made.
this elevator. You could totally make people disappear in tunnel systems like this.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
We'll see how long this 2000 number stays where it is, and if that diminishes, like, oh, we found remains or we found actual people.
Yeah, I
Like,
just have questions.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
I mean, the most important thing to me is protecting children.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of not protecting children that has been happening.
Yeah.
All around the world.
All around the world. You said you had something you were going to pull up?
Yeah, I'll let this play.
Oh, yeah.
Turn the light. I need more light for this camera, bro. Holy shit.
So that looks like water.
Could be spring down there, maybe. We got pipes, like they could be pumping water out of there.
Yeah.
This is really safe working, huh?
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Right. What is the purpose of this, tunnel system? Where do these pipes go? What do they do? What is their purpose?
Thank you for watching. Have a great day, man.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around. And thanks for sharing and all that stuff.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
really appreciated.
Much appreciated. Yeah, let me pull this off the screen really quick. All right, so what I was referring to is the maglev train.
Yeah.
If I could type.
Stand by. Oh, you could play that music while you're typing.
Do. Whoa.
Over
Okay.
on that other tab. Oh, you got it. Never mind.
I'll go to news articles.
Skinwalker Ranch. I started watching that show. It was pretty crazy.
Did you watch that show?
I started to.
Dude,
I
it's
didn't,
so weird.
I didn't get very far into it. I got distracted. Face
Face
Peeler
Peeler
Ranch.
Ranch down
Yeah,
in-
we need to talk
down
about
in
the face
Peru.
peeler one of these days. If there's anybody that hasn't heard, there's a town in Peru that is reporting these creatures. They're like 7 feet tall, and they attack the people of the village and tear their face off. There's been bodies recovered and stuff that's just like neck up, just missing skin.
Whoa, that's a weird article.
The Legend of Green Berets fighting aliens beneath
Dolce,
New Mexico. What?
Interesting. It's 2019.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'm just looking for this train. I know I've seen it. It was a few years ago. Maybe if I don't link those. There we go. Let's see. that's not it either. That's one maglev train, but there was a maglev train that they were discussing that would, I think it was like around, it would travel around like 17,000 miles an hour,
That's
17,500 miles
insane.
an hour. As in it's a maglev train in a pressurized tube
Okay.
where it could be underground, and it would just be in that pressurized tube and
Minimal,
or like vacuum sealed tube, like
yeah.
where there's no vacuum and it's just
Wow. That'd be pretty wild. What are we sitting at here for time?
hour 25.
Okay.
I mean, that's not
let's
bad.
go over to ground news. Maybe we can go through a few things and bring this thing to a close here pretty soon.
All right, yeah, we could do that. Where was my ground news? There it is.
For anybody who doesn't know about ground news, it's a pretty good website. Ground news is they take any news sources, they compile them all together who are talking about the same subject. There's paid versions and unpaid versions, but it separates everything into left leaning, right leaning, more middle. You get to choose the article you want, and they kind of compile it for you. Makes it easier to find stuff.
Yeah, news aggregation, and then they just give you the biases.
Yeah, yeah, they separate biases and stuff. It's kind of cool.
That headline. Kamala Harris says hip hop is the ultimate American art form, as she hosts a 50th anniversary party. I mean, it's a good American art form. It's an art form.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I don't know if I'd say it's ultimate, but
yeah, that's debatable. I mean, I'm more of a metal fan myself,
Same.
but we could do a don't try not to headbang challenge. Let's go through a couple articles though first. I think might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm down to do a
since we're here.
Try not to headbang challenge.
Yeah.
I will more than likely lose. What do I owe you if you win?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, so let me put this on the screen here.
Secret Service agent who was with JFK raises new questions.
I've seen that too. It's interesting.
Weren't we supposed to get the unredacted information on that?
They keep pushing them back.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, the earthquake.
Oh.
Earthquake in Morocco. The death count's up over 2,000. Pretty wild. It was I think 6.8 on the Richter scale.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures. They was sent to me from there. Not much different from the ones you've probably been seeing on other news sources.
Right.
Collapsed buildings and stuff. But he got them from somebody who is there.
Actually lives there or stays there. Yeah.
That's pretty tragic.
Hmm.
I didn't know Morocco got earthquakes like that. I'm not up to speed on my geography as far as
I didn't know that either.
Seismic activity goes. Yeah, that's pretty tragic. What else are they saying about the
which one?
That one right there, yeah.
Strongest in 120 years.
Wow. Yep, 6.8. I was right. See, here's down here. There's 403 articles. 79 are leaning left. You got 115 down the center and 62 leaning right. It's kind of nice. You can go through them that way. And then they just at the top kind of give you a gist of it. It's not everybody wants to sit and read a whole article and go through propaganda and stuff. So they give you kind of the gist of it at the top, and then you can kind of find your preferred choices in the bottom.
It is really cool because it's all broke down.
Yeah.
The bias distribution is 45% center, which is cool. Hey.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be left or right leaning when you're talking about an earthquake, unless you're throwing in some of the this could be a
unless there was missing children.
manufactured, yeah, or missing children, yeah. I haven't seen anything about people being missing so far on this.
That's good.
They said the last thing I saw, I don't have it pulled up anywhere, but right here, yeah, 2,000 dead, 2,000 hurt. I was seeing slightly different numbers than that before. It looks like it was pretty even down the middle on the article I saw. It was like over 2,000 dead, 1,800 injured or something, and a bunch of critical injuries, and
Right.
it was pretty tragic to see. There was the one a few months back in Turkey that was, I think, a 7.4.
It was more.
I think it had less deaths, but it's.
I think
it's
they probably weren't prepared for it. They said that's the first one in that big.
120 years.
120 years. They weren't prepared for it.
No, I don't think so.
Huh. Yeah, it's a.
Oh, there's some more stuff on the auto worker strike. How's that developing? I haven't been checking on that.
Where is that? Oh.
Right here, right in the middle.
It's not progressing. Yeah, so the companies have proposed pay raises by 10 to 14%,
And they want 40.
and they want
I think they want 43 or
40.
42 or something, yeah.
no, they want 46.
46. Oh, okay, I see it here.
They want 40. Could you imagine taking a 46% raise?
Man, that'd be life-changing for me.
Holy cow.
We're going to get a 5% here pretty soon.
You are?
Yeah. Okay, I
Yeah.
need to take a phone call. Step out for a second.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I mean a 46% raise, it'd be life-changing money for anybody. I mean, this leans more. I guess this article has more of a left biasy, but only two from the right. Yeah, how it aggregates everything. Yeah, but still, I think the deadline is September 14th for the auto workers for the strike. And for the union, the person leading the union's pretty hardcore and isn't going to bend on this, which if they strike, it's going to really hurt the nation's economy overall. So that's two major companies, one smaller. But yeah, that will ultimately hurt the national economy. Let's see. What else we got going on? Australian and Indonesian forces deploy battle tanks and U.S.-led combat drills amid Chinese concern. So not only did we launch an ICBM as a test, we're also doing drills for U.S. combat-led drills amid Chinese concerns. I think everybody is gearing up for World War III, which is actually terrifying. Let's take a look. Federal Railroad inspections find alarming number of defects. Well, that should tell you everything that you need to know. The railroads, the companies that own the railroads are actually the parent companies to the Federal Reserve. Which means if they have defects and don't fix their own railroads, they don't have money to actually print more money. It's interesting. Michigan State head coach fired. Mel Tucker Michigan State's head coach got fired amid sexual harassment allegations. I don't watch a whole bunch. I don't watch any football anymore, though. Nope. GOP senator says he would speak to no labels about 2024 third-party run. I think all politicians should run with no labels. Just run based off of your word and the positions that you stand for. Take away the political labels. Take away the team aspect to where people actually have to do their research on the politicians and figure out where they stand on each issue and then make that decision to who they vote for. What are you doing, man?
Messing stuff up, apparently.
Oh, that's okay.
Excuse me. All right, what do we got?
There's a couple things. I was just going over the headlines, but GOP senator says he would speak to no labels about 2024 third-party run.
Okay.
I was just saying they should just take away the labels. Just
I think so too.
no teams.
Yeah, I think what they should do is anonymously run.
Yeah.
Where you just get to hear them
talk,
do their thing, promote themselves anonymously, and you get to choose.
Oh, and then this one, Mel Tucker.
Oh, I heard about this a few minutes ago. Yeah. Fires. I heard he was suspended. Yeah, I have an article that he was suspended. It was sent to me 2 hours ago. It was the post. Mel Tucker suspended as Michigan State head coach.
How long ago was this? 13 minutes ago.
Oh, so is it
updated?
Football season is about to start too, or it already has actually. It already has, I believe. They just had their second game.
This says he was suspended too.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Approximately $80 million remaining on his contract.
Wait, that's the allegation? Have you ever done that on the phone call?
Wow.
Pulling a Jeffrey Toobin, huh?
Yeah. Or
it was Jeffrey Toobin, right? That had his webcam going.
That sounds familiar, but the name doesn't.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, didn't
Lubin Toobin.
Didn't what the hell's his name? Pee Wee Herman get busted for masturbating?
Yeah, he got busted.
But it was like in a porn theater, wasn't it? I think it was at a porn theater.
Maybe.
I'm not 100% sure.
He went to like a convention.
So Mel Tucker was the allegation is that he was pleasuring himself on a phone call.
On a phone call, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is kind of weird.
I want to look something up.
Somebody, you have that kind of influence in your
Oh, that's a spot.
Lubin Tubin. Oh yes, I have heard about this.
Jeffrey Toobin.
Wasn't it on a Zoom call?
It was on a Zoom call.
Yes, I did hear about that.
He thought it's.
There was one I saw the other day. I don't know the full context. I think maybe it was a courtroom on Zoom, and one of the people maybe it was a trial for him, like for him
Oh,
or whatever
yeah.
it was. But his screen name on Zoom was Ask Destroyer 2000 or something like that. And the judge was like, "Your name is not or Booty Destroyer or something like that." I forget what it was.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty. We should see if we can find that. It's pretty funny.
What a brilliant name.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you're
got
in
totally called out by the judge, and he's over there like, I don't know how that got there.
I don't know where that came from, sir.
Yeah, I think the judge is like holds him in contempt or something over it. Let me see if I can pull it up. That's pretty funny.
he held him in contempt for it.
Yeah.
Dang. Like, hey, man, that's just my screen name. What?
Right. Oh, here you go. It's from 2021. Judge roasts man in Zoom court with profane username. See if you can find it. Username. Here we go. This is pretty funny. This is a minute 12 one we'll probably do.
Yeah.
Then we'll bring
Oop.
this.
Oh,
Butt fucker, that's right.
Oh.
There he is in the bottom right.
That's really
Good morning,
funny.
sir. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes.
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000. Logging into my court with that as your screen name.
Logging into my court.
We'll discuss that in a little bit.
Look at him.
What kind of idiot?
Look at him.
logs
He's like,
into court
oh
like
my
that?
god.
What's your name again?
Nathaniel Saxton, sir, but I don't believe that I typed anything like that in.
Well, that's what it says.
Likely answer.
Well,
That's what it says.
Yeah, you should. I'll put you in the waiting room. You can sit in limbo for a while.
You're going in timeout.
You went into
You
timeout.
call yourself online.
Oh, you call yourself online. I like the guy
Mr.
that just starts
Grossman?
laughing.
Who started laughing?
Oh,
If
rewind
you're
it a
serious
little bit.
about your podcast, stop recording
Oh,
with Zoom
how
and
ironic.
start recording with Riverside.
Yeah, who started laughing?
We just got a podcast ad. That's interesting.
Then we'll bring this.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000. Oh, look, it even says Nathaniel Saxon now.
Who's laughing? Oh, this guy right here.
Joseph Christ. That's his name.
Yeah,
Look.
look at him.
His name is Joseph Christ.
Or is it
It's
Christ?
probably Christ, but
It's probably Christ. But that's still.
That's funny.
He's laughing.
He's the one laughing. That's really funny. He's just like I would have done the same. From the moment that he said, "Your name's not Buttfucker 3000," I would have lost it. All right, let's do a try not to headbang and then call it a day.
All right, try not to headbang.
It's gonna be hard to find one we haven't seen yet.
I know,
I know
right?
we've done a few of them.
Ooh, expert.
Yes, expert level. We'll probably have to deal with somebody else being in the
10.
video.
We've seen that one.
How about that one with the red background?
Did we see this one?
I don't know if we have or not. Oh, okay. We're going to get a copyright strike on this one. Probably not, though. We might. I don't know. Whatever.
Do you think? Yeah, we probably will, won't we?
Probably. Whatever. I don't believe in censorship.
All right, this is fair use. Just a try not to headbang challenge.
Yeah. We don't own the rights to any of this music. It's already on YouTube, so we're playing it. That should be allowed.
Right. I mean, we're not monetized anyways, so
No,
we can't be monetized.
and yeah.
Not yet. But
Anyways, we're just gonna do it.
It don't matter. I don't know if we've seen this one yet.
I don't know if we have either. I have to turn the volume down. You can do it on the video. Okay, there you go. You got it. Oh. That's tough.
Hey, Caleb's not helping. I can see him in the corner of my
I know, right?
eye.
What is this? Oh boy.
With a straight face. Oh, okay.
Okay.
This game is Roman.
Yeah.
I lost my fucking way!
Oh, okay. That's not fair.
Whoa. Something's crazy.
You can put me down!
I'm not impressed.
If you go like a heavy, like bass drop, and then like just a
Yeah.
heavy breakdown,
Yeah.
I lose my mind. That sounds sweet.
I do like that one.
It almost reminds me of a Life Once Lost song. Who was this?
I don't remember. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I love. I'm like, wobbling. I don't know why that guy.
Oh man.
Whoa.
What was that? The stomp.
A big old stomp. Ooh.
You did it again.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I don't recognize any of these songs so far. Ooh. That one almost got me. Why'd he sound like Eminem there a little bit?
I don't know. It was called Lose Yourself.
Okay. Was it a copy? Was it a what do you call it? Cover?
I'm not sure. I think so.
It sounded like it could have been. I'm not a big Eminem fan.
No.
Oh.
And he's very talented. Yeah.
This song is called Breakdown of Insanity.
Let's hear it. Better bring it. I didn't hear it.
Me neither. That one makes me want to do it. That one makes me want to do the forbidden head action and not for the.
This actually sounds really good for a day to remember.
Ooh, I like that riff there.
Gideon.
I'm not familiar with Gideon.
This one really heavy.
Caleb, you're not helping. I'm not a sucker for that kind of. I'm more of a sucker for gent, if anything.
Hey, the Ghost Inside. My buddy plays on this band. Drummer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Andrew. He's the one that lost his leg.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then they designed this.
Ooh, I like Wage War.
They designed some stuff so he can still do the double bass.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty sweet. That's a little wild. Woo.
Fuck your life, bing bong.
Bing bong. Ooh, I like that riff. Beheading the Raider. Or is that Traitor with the upside down crosses the T?
Oh, maybe. On a Burning Body is good. If you play like something like After the Burial, it's game over.
Game over, absolutely.
Game over for me. Damn demon.
Yeah. Most of these are pretty lackluster. This is supposed to be expert. I almost lost a few times, right? Oh, disembodied fire. Yeah, it just sounds like a bunch of noise to me. That's not bad, but
It's
I'm
good,
not.
it's good.
Not bad, not bad. I don't even know. Wow. I wish I could do that. I don't know, I'm just not feeling most of these. Oh, you could get me with Slaughter to Prevail, though.
Yeah.
That one's tough for me. I like that band.
Wait, is there last one?
Seems to be that way.
Is that it?
Oh, Lorna Shore, are you kidding me?
That's your final?
That's your final? Pathetic.
Let's stay here with mine.
Yeah. I don't like Lorna Shore very much. They have a few decent songs in my opinion, but I don't know why everybody got all crazy about To the Hellfire. That song is trash. Have you listened to it, Henry? I don't know why I was going to say that. No. Oh, we'll have to do that one. We'll have to do that one in a little while. Well, that's it, everybody.
That was weak.
That was pretty weak.
Gotta do.
Yeah, Redeem It. Oh, Behold the Crown is a good song. Or, that's a good song too. I was gonna say Exit Exist would be a
Get
good
the
choice.
best deal now and enjoy safer internet daily. NordVPN will
Again,
guard you against.
we don't own the rights to this song.
No, not at all. I mean,
We're taking it from it's already posted online, so.
so groovy and loud.
It is groovy. That's what I like about it.
I love it. Have you ever heard this? No? So groovy.
It is groovy. You know who else fucking grooves is Meshuggah.
Meshuggah
They
grooves hard.
have a groove, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
They do have a groove.
Hit that Rational Gaze. Then we'll call it a day.
Do what?
Hit Rational Gaze. Meshuggah.
Oh, okay.
And we'll call it a day.
Oh, why is it? No, I'll put it back on here. Meshuggah.
Do we still have any people watching, Caleb?
Wait, you're not watching? Oh. Yeah, there's sometimes where
that
it's
happens.
wrong.
I wish there was a count on OBS. There might be a way to do it. I'm not sure. Tell me that's not groovy. I like that double tap right there. Go back a couple seconds. I don't know exactly where it is. Right there.
Yeah.
I like that part. I think he does it again. No, I guess not. I like this song so much. Rob Scallion, you know him on YouTube? You've probably seen him before. He's got a lot of followers. He does a cover of the song on a shovel guitar. It's awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's watch it real quick. Yeah, just type in Rob Scallion shovel guitar. The hell's that noise?
That's my phone.
Oh. There it is. Shovel Metal.
Right here?
Yeah. That's a cover of Rational Gaze.
On a shovel guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
awesome.
Sweet. Whoops.
you get a shovel and help me out in the garden?
I like to fake pretend to drink out of the cup. Oh no, this is not Rational Gaze. But this is awesome.
Sweet.
He does play Rational Gaze on this though in another video.
EMT humbucker.
Just one string. Going to town on that thing. See if that go back to the previous page. Someone's blowing your phone up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hit the back button real quick.
Back. My sugar.
Yes, that's the one.
You think life is short? Football is short. The regular season's just 18 weeks.
Nobody
Go
cares.
away, Ad.
Oh, this isn't Rational Gaze either. That's alright.
That's still so sweet.
It is. Yeah, I like that. Alright, well, I suppose we could wrap it up. Not so.
Oh yeah, I know who this guy is.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
Okay.
That's not Rob Scallion. The
No,
guy with
I
the
know who this
guitarist.
guy is.
Yeah, Frog Leap Industries or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, he always does like metal covers of like
He does all kinds of covers. Yeah, that guy's pretty cool. All right, well, that'll do it, I think.
Yeah.
That was
call it a
fun.
day.
I enjoyed it.
A little over 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the people who commented and held some conversation a little bit with us. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think
Thank
we
you for
covered
wa-
some stuff, and hopefully, like the tyrannical stuff at the beginning. Hopefully that doesn't get any worse. But we'll definitely keep our fingers on the pulse of that one. And of course, Maui. I think Maui's going to be a continuing subject for us.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good to keep that information moving. Even if we're just taking stuff that we see on Instagram or whatever and just kind of redistributing it. At least it's moving information, and we can kind of bounce our own ideas around.
Well, that's the best thing with even freedom is just moving information. It's one of the most important things.
Yeah.
Information always needs to be just continuously flowing.
Yeah, definitely.
No matter what.
Well, do all the things, like the video. I know I said I didn't like that, but we pretty much got to do it. But like it, subscribe it, share, all those things. And thanks for sticking around.
Hit the little bell thing.
Yeah,
I don't know what that does.
Hit the bell. I've never done it.
I
That's
don't know
another
what it
thing. I
does.
don't want to tell you to do it because I don't do it.
Right. But yeah, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting.